Hello. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. I was planning to use the do thing is use in which like I just end the stream and go back to the same one. Uh, but I pressed the button to cut off the stream completely instead of the one to use. And then basically I just had to press end the stream on YouTube instead of OBS, but I misremembered and I pressed on OBS instead of YouTube. But yeah, I see. So it's been an issue for reverse then? Let me just zoom the BTM. Yeah, the listing was there for a while. Can I post Pam's message? Sure. As long as it doesn't have any links, it should be okay. And when did this happen to her? Do you need to repeat the designer stream? Oh yeah, I forgot to change the link. Doo, 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 doo. There we go. Oh, never mind. I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed it. I grabbed the same link. Doo, 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 doo. There we go. The 13. Oh, so it was a few days ago. That's such a weird issue. So yeah, I did get the email, but the email doesn't say. It just says, your stream was interrupted due to a copyright match. I'm like, thank you. Thank you for the information, YouTube. It'll probably say on my YouTube studio though. Maybe. Or not yet. No shit, YouTube. When did anyone who has to stream the new reverse event? 2.4 is getting massive strike. Huh. I wonder why. And it didn't. It's not actually. It's weird because it's not actually giving me any. Maybe I need to wait for it to stop to finish. What's the word again? Usually needs to finish processing Because I mean, I look at it and it's like no copyright content was found in your video. Which is weird. Thank you for being so useful as always, YouTube, real. And it's weird also because yeah, we've been going for we did go for like 40 minutes, half an hour with no issues. And like there's not a single claim on any of my other uh reverse streams. So yeah, it's weird. If it's not copyright, could be something else. The thing is that I did get the email that it was due to a copyright claim. Live stream copyright notice. Due to a copyright match, your stream was interrupted. But like, then when I look at it, it has no issues. Anyway, let's just give it another try, I guess. The ice cream. I'm looking at chat, so you start typing again if it goes out because I'm covering the YouTube screen. So yeah, let's see. Actually, let me just move this to the side so I can keep a look on it. I usually prefer to have the OBS screen on watch, but given the special circumstances, let me just have YouTube open. So yeah, let's see. Let's give it a try. We're not gonna read the ice cream lines just in case. But yeah, so we had basically they were like, oh yeah, we're giving free ice cream. They were also approaching the habitat of the stairs, whatever those are. So we're expecting turbulence and noise as we work to ward them off. We appreciate your understanding. Then the light comes back. And Regulus is just like,
see? What did I tell you?
music works wonders, anytime, anywhere.
You were right, Signora Regulus. You owe me one now. So, how about a little reciprocity?
If nothing happens after this, I'm just gonna assume some SoundCloud rapper got the ice cream lines from the megaphone guy and made a song or something like that. She rubs her finger together mischievously.
Say, letting me have a rock session on the ship? Do you promise you won't cause any trouble? Cross my heart.
Do not trust her.
You can do it. But... Woohoo!
Permission granted, Regulus doesn't wait to hear her extra condition. She's already dashed off, speaking as she goes.
Don't forget to thank the girl who made the lamp.
That is my headcanon too. Yeah, we'll see. You know, if I can proceed with the rest of the stream with no issues, we know the culprit. We can just all message the devs and be like, "Hey, it's the ice cream guy."
As if I need you to remind me. I'll have you know I was just about to head over to her.
Barcarola gently paces over to the darkened corner that has become the gathering place of the Nukutai.
Tutu was right. The stupid girl's back.
Shh.
He's so mean.
I must say, I don't appreciate being called an oaf or stupid. But I would like to thank you for your help back there.
What?
On behalf of the whole crew, you have our respect.
Also, in case the rest of the stream goes well, I don't know. I honestly don't know if I'll give myself the work of like putting the two streams together. I will probably just leave the other one up and just put a link being like, oh, stuff happened, and I continued on like this other stream. Because putting the two videos together requires downloading both streams, and then, you know, it's not much editing work because it's just like putting them next to each other, but then wait for them to render and then wait for them to upload. But we'll see. Maybe I do give myself the work. I don't know who the fuck did you pay for the megaphone voice of the ship, but get someone new. We need to replace that voice.
Oh. What do we do now?
Don't ask about the SoundCloud incident.
Tutu never said they'd be so friendly.
The bewildered islanders exchange glances.
Tutu? Where did she go?
Because I mean, I didn't catch it live. I only saw. I mean, I did see when everyone started playing, like typing, like huh, but it died. It died the. It died with the megaphone guy, with the mega, you know, because I remember everyone being like, "Yo, ice cream, free ice cream," and then it just died. I guess we'll see. It either happens after a while, or it was megaphone ice cream guy. Can't believe YouTube hates free ice cream. Anyway, an old song at sea. A gritty song infused with the hues of coral reef and a hint of brine. You know, saying the next line, it died. Yeah, and then when it came back, as soon as I played them again, it died again.
I've learned so much about the outside world since I boarded this ship. So...
Or you two just got tired of striking you. Yeah, maybe they weren't expecting me to just start on a shrimp.
why do I feel even more confused?
Oh, now I got another warning, but it didn't cut off. If the detected audio in your stream belonging to someone else, your stream may be temporarily blocked. Let's see what happens.
I trust my people. They're good and kind, and they've never lied to me. You just have to look at their spirit shells to see it. The songs and dances of Melly nourish the shells, and the purity of my people's souls color their surface in the most beautiful patterns. And Miss Grace, she's been good to us too.
I don't trust her.
She warned us about the destruction of Melly, saving us from the flood, and she showed us the world as it really is. She even wants us to be part of her plan. Our ancestral shells have also told us how terrible the world outside is. That it's a place with Sanguma witches, Nakarua serpents, and all kinds of other beasts. But
by the way, if the stream gets cut off again, I'll probably just end and then just replay these sections on Twitch or something some other day. Since I don't really have that much time today anyway. Anyway, those scenes replay again and again in her mind. The casual conversations, the warm smiles, and the glowing lamps in their hands.
But now I'm here, on this ship full of outsiders. And I feel that they're just like us.
Past and present door together as Patutu searches her memories, leaving her dizzy and overwhelmed. In her daze, she has wandered into another part of the ship. It isn't until a voice snaps her out of her thoughts that she realizes where she is.
Hello, young lady. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Why? Who's asking?
Don't just stand there. Come on in.
Whomst the fuck?
Sorry. I didn't even realize where I was going.
One healthman gives her a hearty pat on the shoulder.
No need to apologize, my dear.
Healthman Charlie. I got it again. We've detected audio. It's not blocking it yet. It's not straight up blocking it like last time, but I mean, it's giving me warnings of like, you have audio that does not belong to you. You should cut it out if you plan on continue streaming. Well, how about fuck you, YouTube?
You are more than welcome. You saved us old folks from sitting here in silence till we reach shore.
Charlie's just happy to have someone new to tell his stories to.
I bet Asam will jump at the chance to show off how he drives off those series too.
Series? I've heard they're a real headache for passing ships. But I've never seen one with my own eyes.
Patutu curiously peers out the window. A strange yet familiar hum fills the air. Interesting they're getting warnings or not just looking.
This young lady knows a thing or two about the city.
I mean, that's what they usually do with copyright claims. At least with my experience, most claims, especially for games and stuff, is like, hey, you got this audio, you know, you're not allowed to monetize it, so, you know, they just turn off my monetization. But the stream remains up. At most, I've gotten a few streams blocked in Russia. Ironically, the ones with city pop music, which is why I just continuously meme about Russia hating city pop. If he's a healthman, shouldn't he be driving the ship? Are a healthman just a general term for people that man ships or like take care of stuff in ships? Let me see. Because there's more than one. Helmsman. Oh yeah, well, a person who steers a ship or boat. Maybe there's like many of them, and now they're on their off time.
How about you give us a hand, eh?
Or maybe she wandered into the cabin. He extends a rough hand to her. Patutu takes a hasty step back, but the hand remains warmly held out before her. She has seen many hands like his before, calloused, working hands, like those of Grandma Penu, Uncle Tarek, Grandpa Natano, and many of the other Nukutai. There's something comforting in its familiarity.
Me? I'm not sure I know how to...
Don't worry, it's almost too easy.
These series are afraid of loud noises, and the Free Breeze has plenty of speakers on board.
I think there will be multiple ships. Yeah, because you know these are cruise ships that just can remain at sea for days on end.
The sea is with us today. Of course it is. For how long we've sailed its waves, why wouldn't it be?
The helmsmen exchange a few winks and shoulder pats. There is a clear camaraderie between them. They roll up their sleeves as they prepare for their performance.
Get ready, folks! Port the helm!
Also, whenever I stream reverse next, maybe I'll start dual streaming, just in case, until the problem is gone for good. I can probably just solo it with them, right? Do you sign their sentence? I'm sure they'll be fine.
It's newly another jar? Got you. You don't want to miss it. There they are.
Why do they have shields?
It's newly made this year. Got you. Break it, break it.
What are those things? Ceres. Clearly.
Another jar?
Also, I think I'm hitting the wrong one, but it's fine, it's almost dead.
It's wrong.
Stop silencing me!
Your idea. Break it, break it. Break it, break it. You press the party start. You don't want to miss it. The story begins with a battle dog. He did this first. You got happiness. Ouch.
Oh, a balloon party.
Coming. I'll fill the cup for you. It's you, another jar? There they are. Let's get it over quick.
Damn, they're really just being annoying.
It's you, that's your idea. You don't want to miss it. I said hello.
We're getting close.
There they are.
I didn't expect them to have like shields, they should have brought more people. But it's fine now.
Another jar? Party planner. Got you. I said hello.
Oh, I need to kill the ghost too? It's fine.
Coming. The story begins with a battle dog. He did this first. At last. I'll fill the cup for you.
Oh, come on. Just die already.
It's newly made this year. It's
Alright,
time
freedom.
to say goodbye.
270, hard starboard. Slow down to 5 knots. Watch the bow wave. Turn on the speakers. Time to chase off some sea monsters.
The assistant navigator issues a steady flow of instructions. The cruise ship slowly turns, skillfully avoiding the reach of the sea monster's tentacles.
Signorina,
He gives Fatutu a harmonica and asks if she can play it.
No.
Don't worry. Anything you play, will do. Can't be worse than what Essam has to offer.
I can hear you, you know.
The sailors joke and jostle as they clamor for their respective instruments. Anyway, here's Wonderworld.
I agree to leave my name.
Sea shanty?
I agree to leave my comrades all.
They burst into song.
come on, join in.
The harmonica finds its way to her lips. Melodious music, off-key yet heartfelt, drifts out toward the sea. This is just like those nights by the bonfire in Melly.
But a poor simple sailor just like me must be tossed and turned in the deep dark sea. Farewell to Nova Scotia, the sea bound.
Yo, Nova Scotia!
Let your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I'm far away on the briny ocean tossed, will you ever heave a sigh or a wish for me?
I love sea shanties. Let's go! One nameless sea shanty after another tears through the fog, with light shimmering on the sea's surface like embers after a festival bonfire. Realization strikes her. She finally understands her role.
Miss Grace.
The outside world is indeed full of dangers, but there is less to fear than you think. I'll help you through it.
Advice and reassurances echo in her mind. She suddenly feels weak.
What am I doing? Sorry, I have to go.
She scurries off. Step,
I
step.
don't understand. Why are they so nice? This is nothing like the stories.
Maybe they were lying to you. Her questions hang in the air, and so too does a knuckle at a door.
Come in.
Guest room.
Timekeeper, I hope you didn't have too much difficulty during the power outage.
Not at all, Sonato. It actually gave me the opportunity to try out X's latest invention, the bouncing bulb.
The what? I wanted to hear more sea shanties. Me too. Go back to the sea shanties.
It's very interesting. A little draining, though.
Would you like to try out one of these then?
Oh, she brought one.
Did you make this, Sonetto?
I did. Miss Saloni from Nukutea taught me how to make it. It's called a Sea Mother's Eye. She told me every household in Meli lights them during storms to help guide those at sea safely home. She said, with this, no one will ever be lost in the dark.
Thank you, Sonetto. And what a lovely saying.
Sonetto breathes a sigh of relief, but her eyes remain fixed on the Sea Mother's eye.
After this mission, we should be able to apply for a field investigation in Italy.
Yo?
Italy? Thank you, Timekeeper.
It's the Assassin's Creed collab. Sonetto is unable to hide her delight.
But let's focus on this mission first. May I borrow your communicator? There's something I need to verify.
Of course.
Connecting to Madam Z of the St. Pavlov Foundation. The person you're trying to reach is currently unavailable due to communication interference. Please leave a message after the beep.
Wow. So useful. Assassin's Creed, damn. Yeah, remember they announced an Assassin's Creed collab a little bit ago.
Huh?
Just as I suspected, communications are blocked. Someone's jamming the signal.
Do you think it's Manus Vindicte?
It's possible. The flyer proved that this ship has some kind of association with them. We need to stay vigilant.
Well, I know this is a crossover than a SpongeBob. What?
Regulus should know about this. I'll go find her.
A heart-wrenching scream echoes from afar, reverberating something. Reverberating through the hulls of the ship. That sounds like Regulus, I think.
Regulus!
Why is she screaming? They hurry over to the source of the scream.
Regulus! Are you alright?
Sonetto stops in her tracks. Am I doing a better crossover with Assassin's Creed than the Assassin's Creed games themselves? I might actually stream the collab when it happens, just because I'm curious to see how it will be. I'll see how it will be compared to the newer games. Which, as I've said, I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. And I do enjoy the newer games. But you know, there's no match with the original storyline yet for me. With like Desmond and all. The scene before her is all too familiar, but it has played out countless times at the LSCC.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
What is he doing? Ignoring the fact that Regulus just dropped her sunglasses, Ulrich calmly pours coffee into his energy intake.
Mr. Ulrich? What are you doing here?
The ferrofluid swirls in a distorted arc.
Good day, Timekeeper, Researcher Regulus, Miss Sonetto.
This really the disguise you went with?
Wait a minute. Vertin, did you know he'd be here? Listen, there's no way I'm paying for even half an extra ticket. In fact, he should be paying for me.
Well, this might take a while to explain.
He's so tired. He can drink coffee. Apparently, he can just pour coffee directly into his energy intake. Whatever the fact that is. Knowledge is power. Quickly, find the creature's weakness before you get killed. Encyclopedia of Nautical Lore, Sea Monster Edition. Ceres, common names. Thick-toothed ray, anchorfish, deep bass disc, hammerhead ray. Back home, we call this thing a seabat. That's not right. Seabats are a different species, and they definitely don't smash your portables at night. Classification: Subclass: Aquatic primal critter. Order: Oceanic. Family: Rayform. Genus: Flying ray. In my opinion, it should be classified as a bird. Distinctive features: broad wings, long tail, a pair of clawed fins, and curved ivory white fangs. Hey, I just thought of a business idea. Could we pass these fangs off as ivory? Sailors typically live in groups and feed on large fish, seabirds, and drifting debris. While they may look similar to Olitio, their behavior couldn't be more different. While Olitios are generally not aggressive, sailors are known for their fondness for challenging creatures larger than themselves, including sperm whales, baleen whales, megalodon sharks. Wait. There's still megalodons around? Just when you thought the reverse 1999 universe couldn't be more fact. And passing ships. Sometimes they even mistake protruding rocky outcrops and coral reefs for foes. When a Ceres spots a ship, it leaps from the water, attacking the vessel with its sharp wings and calling upon its companions. They seem to have a competitive nature. Each Ceres strives to soar higher and leave deeper marks on its target. Sure, why not? Stay away from the windows. You never know how deep their wings can slice. The ocean is just wet Australia. Yes. I can't believe they just dropped that, like, oh yeah, there's megalodon sharks still around, you know. Despite their large numbers, Ceres communicate through a single method: sound. They can produce a wide range of calls within the 10 to 180 Hz frequency range, ideal for underwater communication. And they can sense each other's vibrations through their wing membranes. The best way to deal with Ceres is to disrupt their hearing. Shouts, bangs, and music can confuse them, while enough volume can physically irritate their auditory systems, causing them to flee in discomfort. Now that's more like it. My former captain tried using anti-Olitio measures against them, which is why he's my former captain. I see. I understand. Are we ever gonna fight Megalodon? Oh, we're back at the okay. Science Salon. On understanding each individual at Laplace. Yo, I see Meth Pocket there. An unofficial meeting on the Artificial Storm project was held before the Free Breeze set sail from Australia. Okay.
Did you wake up with a glitch this morning, Ulrich? The storm has already taken so many lives, and now you're planning to intentionally bring another one upon us?
He's
Quit
what?
your worrying, Jonathan. The artificial storm will be under strict control, and you're not even on the research team.
That would be very cool. I mean, I guess it will be cool. Better than the movie Megalodon. I heard that movie. I don't really watch too many movies like that, but I heard that movie was not great. At this point, I know you will fight a Kraken, but we already fight a Kraken. I might have not done it on stream. I'm not sure. But it wasn't technically a Kraken, but you know, it was like a giant squid thing. I think, yes, I think. Or am I confusing it with the Sea Dragon? I don't remember, but you know what? It might happen.
Besides, there are some issues we still need to fix, so we've come to a bit of a standstill for now. I promise you won't wake up to find the building engulfed by the storm.
Sorry? Are you saying that you've already started?
Ulrich, I have to warn you. Ever since you found that satellite, you've been pushing past the limits of Laplace's regulations. You've accessed materials from other branches, used valuable resources for your own purposes, and run experiments without proper clearance.
He's going rebel.
What baseless claims, Penelope? I'll have you know that everything I've done has been approved by the HQ director.
Cevichito. Cevichito. Qué rico.
Director? We don't have a damn director!
But we do have a substitute director, so there.
He gives a pointed nod in Enigma's direction. Right.
For the last time, I'm not the substitute director. No one can substitute for Madame Lucy.
So what, you guys are just operating without director? That familiar heavy knock on the table resounds once more.
But let's set that aside. We're here to figure out what to do with the satellite, not to stage an intervention for Ulrich.
The solution's as clear as day, my friends. We'll do exactly what they did in Plesetsk during the third storm. Find someone brave and send them into space.
What?
He's right. Why don't we just build another satellite and see how it handles the storm?
You know, let's just build another satellite. Why not? A sarcastic applause suddenly erupts.
Wow, what an amazing idea! Truly a stroke of genius. So, we're talking about a controlled experiment, right?
I love MedPocket.
That means we'll send not just one, but dozens of satellites, all carrying different items.
What's the problem with that?
Oh, nothing. The budget team will be thrilled at the idea. Here's a better one. We sit tight and wait till the storm sends us back to 1995. And bingo! Surprise! There's our satellite, orbiting around the Earth once again.
Genius.
Medicine Pocket, please mind your tone in the meeting room.
Oh, sure. Just as soon as they stop trying to waste all our research funds.
I'm with researcher Medicine Pocket here.
These guys really were just like, oh, what's wrong with building multiple satellites? You know, that's easy to do. You can just build a satellite on Art class.
There's no need to launch more satellites. We should be focusing on the Artificial Storm project.
Ulrich knocks the table, drawing everyone's attention.
The project has made substantial progress. I have collected every item that was once on the Regulus satellite, including the space seeds from Plesetsk. You have no idea how difficult that was, let me tell you. It was easier to get Regulus's record.
Still, you probably didn't need to steal it, Ulrich.
You say that, but I've heard that it isn't going all that smoothly. Accelerating the reaction of asymmetrical nuclide R with fixed frequency sound waves so as to stimulate the storm. It sounds impressive, but...
Not only building satellites, but also launching them? Oh yeah, also, there's also the little detail of actually launching them into space.
What's the payoff? Have you found the key material that provides immunity from the storm?
Good point, Lucas. I never claimed the experiment was perfect. In fact, I'll be the first to admit that it has some serious procedural flaws.
Huh?
Through 26 microscale artificial storms, I tested 7 different space seeds, an astronomical spectrometer, a high-speed photometer, some obsidian crystals, and a Lycopus lucidus talisman. None of them endured the trials.
Then what do we do now? Just give up?
No!
No! Ulrich awkwardly clears his throat.
But I have used all the asymmetrical nuclide R that we had in the warehouse.
Oh my god.
What?
Ulrich, you were supposed to be the smart, sensible guy. What happened? Passing the 44-minute mark, now I can 100% say it, and this was the megaphone guy. I can't believe it was the megaphone guy. I mean, I'm still getting the little heads up of like, we've detected out in your stream belonging to someone else. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. If you plan to continue, please ensure that the content owner has added your channel to their allow list. But like nothing is happening. It's just constantly sending me warnings. Last time it just killed me without warning, with no explanation. He's gone mad with power. Medicine Pocket springs to their feet like a shocked animal.
Sit down, Medicine Pocket. Jonathan, go get him a stress ball.
Go get him a stress ball.
No! I can shout all I want, okay, Substitute Director?
Medicine Pocket slams the table, sending papers flying.
Ulrich! All the asymmetrical nuclide are! It's all gone?
I had to use it. It's just standard consumption, like in any other experiment. And I got results.
With that amount of resources, of course you'd find something, dumbass. Even a broken clock's right twice a day. Keep at it if you want. You're gonna smash that dead end head on.
I don't see why you're commenting on my work. We're not even in the same department.
Ulrich presses down on the table to ease the vibrations shaking the ferrofluid in his tank.
Because you used my materials! That was most of the nuclide art from both Laplace and the Foundation! You have to be kidding me! You get all you want while I'm here like some chump filling out endless forms just to get a few drops!
Oh, they're salty. The battered Medicine Pocket's chest creaks under the stress of their shouts.
Next time, just give me the funds and nuclide, and I'll be more than happy to run a few laps in the storm with that crap from the satellite and see what happens.
We would never endanger the life of a researcher like that.
That's why we should launch another satellite. No need to risk anyone's life, especially since we got plenty of colleagues with aeronautics experience.
Can't do that. Our best space expert is still in the Laplace care unit.
The smoke temporarily clears, and finally, one member returns the meeting to its main agenda.
So, Ulrich, what's the next step with your experiment?
I'm taking it outside, of course. The richest deposits of asymmetrical nuclide R aren't in the lab or the Foundation's warehouse. They're out there in the real world. We've been overlooking how the density of nuclide R has affected our experiment results.
Come on, Ulrich, that's just an excuse. Where would you find a higher nuclide R density than in a Laplace lab?
That might be the exact problem. The environment here is too controlled, too clean. The storm has never been the manifestation of order, but of chaos.
He does have sort of a point, I guess.
And how exactly do you plan on finding chaos?
The scientists are fighting tooth and nail to secure the budgets for their individual projects.
Everyone, please! If we just sit here arguing instead of getting out there and doing something, those sneaky researchers at Institutum Lawrence are going to get ahead of us!
He slams a butterfly pattern envelope heavily onto the table, adding yet more fuel to the fiery chaos.
Lawrence? That strange secret society?
Let's see what kind of bull they're spouting this time.
No, Medicine Pocket, just toss the letter into the shredder.
Horrid footsteps echo, and a clear voice cuts through the chaos.
Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies for interrupting your debate.
The St. Pavlov Foundation has passed a new resolution.
Hi, Simon. What is the new resolution? What is the new resolution? Alright then, I guess. Scholarly exchange. Exchange is one thing, and competition is another. Without both, how can we improve? What's this? A Chaos Roaring box. Lawrence Butterfly attached a roaring ritual to an envelope. This is a device driven entirely by Arcanum. Are we really going to use this? A black eyeball covering synapses, complete with a mouth. Let me guess. It's got stringent activation conditions, experimental results that are near impossible to replicate, and an unconventional method of operation. When it's activated, it detects environmental changes through gnosis, emitting screams at varying decibel levels to indicate different supernatural phenomena. Emitting screams? Okay. Well, it certainly fits their style. Our understanding of the storm is still quite shallow. Institutum Laurent is offering a new perspective. The storm is not a phenomenon, but the ebb and flow of chaotic variable energy. Their concept of pneuma is indeed an appropriate way to understand it. It seems you've gained a lot from this exchange of letters. Are you planning to author a new paper together? You could just rename the symmetrical nuclide R to chaotic energy. And there, our department's monthly research quota is checked off. It is without a doubt that Institutum Laurent has provided significant contributions to the Artificial Storm project. Before the 3rd, 6th, and 7th storms, Lawrence Butterfly predicted several potential storm eye locations, which emerged just as foretold. With the assistance from the Field Agent Administration and confirmed the status of the indicated areas. Although they didn't perfectly match the core regions of the storm, those coordinates did correspond to the concurrent supernatural phenomena. As researchers, we must recognize the value of building upon the work of those who came before us. Yes, but for researchers, didn't perfectly match and concurrent don't constitute convincing enough reports. If you want the data, the p-value is as low as 0.012, which means there's a significant correlation. The inputs and results can be verified, so the findings are reliable. Oh, that's just great. Fantastic. Soon enough, the entire Institutum Laurent will know, or accuse reversing faster than time itself. Why are they so salty about it? Okay, I can probably do one more. Let's go. Piracy, not the fun kind. What do they mean by that? This is a real game changer for records. Okay, back to the present now. We will not know the new thing. Unless they mention it now. Simon's statement is definitely a much more damaging bomb. Oh, I guess they will.
Miss Simone, did you just say something about the Foundation? Are we not moving off topic? We were discussing our efforts to identify substances immune to the storm. What is all this about the Foundation?
No idea, but it's sure to be the most cheerful, positive, wonderful news.
Ah, yes.
That'll teach you to run Madam Buckethead out of town. Now it's going to be those Foundation dimwits calling the shots. Ha!
Madam Buckethead.
I won't stand for the Foundation ordering Laplace around. I'll set things straight with them later. You have my word.
He raises his hands in exasperation before promptly dropping them and slumping back into his chair.
In fact, Miss Simone, you may relay my message now.
I understand your concerns, Mr. Enigma, but given our present circumstances, the Foundation's involvement may have a bright side.
She unfolds a neatly prepared document.
The resolution the Foundation relayed to me was principally concerned with your artificial storm project, Mr. Ulrich.
Huh?
What? Did you switch gears on us, Ulrich?
For Flux's sake! All I did was ask for a little support.
Speaking of, the Foundation also sent through their approval for your other requests.
Yo?
Mostly, anyway.
They agreed to supply the majority of your requested materials, including replenishing a portion of our asymmetrical nuclide R. And they've dispatched field investigators to assist us.
Damn!
Additionally, they've done preliminary screenings on the locations you mentioned and confirmed they meet the specifications of our experiments.
The Foundation has never been this generous with us before. Huh.
Joy rushes through Ulrich. He feels almost in a daze.
Don't go popping the champagne just yet, Ulrich! Our new bosses aren't going to come anywhere close to replacing all the asymmetrical nuclide R you've wasted.
Ulrich ignores them, his gaze fixated on the letter in Simon's hand.
Still, it's all too easy. What's the catch?
They want to witness our results. Firsthand.
The table is smacked once again.
Deal.
Okay.
Someone, anyone, take down the minutes.
Ulrich pounds the table once more, sending waves through the ferrofluid.
They also sent over another possible location that they haven't been able to confirm. A ship. The Foundation has requested that you investigate it personally.
I see.
The Timekeeper will brief you on the details.
Oh, that's how he ended their poor table. What did they do? Yeah, why they're hitting the table so much?
Fine, fish tank. You're off the hook for now.
Regulus glances at them, then her eyes fix on Ulrich, who is calmly removing his disguise.
Just so we're clear, you're not planning to smuggle out my treasure, right?
I wouldn't think of it.
Fab. And you're not angling that I foot the bill for this excursion, right?
Ulrich clears his throat before steering the conversation back on track.
The Foundation's intel appears accurate. After some preliminary checks, I am certain this will be an ideal locale to conduct our experiments. I've never seen such intense readings of asymmetrical nuclide R outside of the storm.
Now hold on a minute, Ulrich. You're not about to take a swim, are you?
Only if necessary.
Oh, okay.
With my record? You've got to be off your rocker, mate.
Ulrich quickly abates her protestations by presenting her with the record.
Not at all. It's time it was returned to its rightful owner.
She embraces the record like an old friend.
Oh, my darling. Oh, my treasure. Welcome home. Oh, I'll broadcast your tracks on Radio Apple for 72 hours straight and hold the rookinest party ever just for you. Oh, you've got my word.
The way she talks to it. The joy of this reunion pours out of her, before a graver possibility flashes across her mind.
Hold on. You're not about to withhold my funds, are you?
Fret not, Regulus. Given its special significance to you, we made its composition analysis our first priority. Now that the first step is done, I'm more than happy to return it to you.
But what about your experiments?
Clutching her little thing in her hands, Regulus hesitates, then reluctantly hands it to Ulrich. Ulrich clears his throat again, donning the feigned formality of his disguise once more.
Not to worry. I've already made arrangements.
He proudly raises his coat to unveil Laplace's latest masterpiece. Yo, kid, wanna buy a record? Dozens of identical little thing records are stacked neatly together.
We went to great lengths to ensure these replicas were identical in every way. We even reproduced the ink used in the signature. Identical down to their heart and soul, courtesy of Laplace craftsmanship. We've achieved complete consistency in both composition and appearance.
Ulrich's proud tone is cut off by a Regulus exclamation of surprise.
What? Well, I've got to hand it to you. They're dead ringers for the real thing. But this is piracy. And not the fun kind. Musical piracy.
Oh, okay, so Regulus puts her foot down when it comes to musical piracy, huh?
Drastic times call for drastic measures. I hope you'll find it in your heart to forgive us, Regulus.
Drastic times call for music piracy. I see. Title drop. You wouldn't download a song. Those ads were always fun to me because they were like, you wouldn't download a car, and I'm like, fuck yes, I will download a car. What do you mean? Ulrich more like you torrent, am I right? real and true. My must not Ulrich is Ares now. Oh god. Who remembers? Amish. Also. Kaza. But yeah, unfortunately it's gonna be a short stream. Well, short double short stream. We had an hour, the last one was like 45 minutes. But that is unfortunately all the time I have for today, so I mean I could go for a little longer, but I need to wake up early tomorrow, so I'd rather use this time to shower so I can wake up a little later tomorrow instead of waking earlier to shower in the morning. 2 streams today, we just keep winning. Let's go. I have a dog appointment tomorrow, so good time. Let's go. But yeah, I gotta go. We haven't made much progress though, so I don't know if I'll be streaming on Thursday. Stay tuned, but I might do it since there's still so much to go through. I'll be home on Thursday, so maybe depending on what I do, maybe I try to start like an hour or 2 earlier. I'll see. We'll see how things go. Because yeah, I kind of wanna finish it before the next event drops. The next event, I don't know if I'll stream it. I kind of want to just because I've heard it's very fun. But I am unsure about its lore relevance. But I've heard good things about it, so I'm kind of tempted to stream it. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll consider it. Because as I said, I don't want to go back to the time in which I only stream gacha games, but Reverse with its what it's called, speed up a schedule. It's kind of testing me. Or I might try to keep up with it maybe, because I don't know, once we catch up, it should go back to lasting longer and give me more time in between stuff. Let's hope my man doesn't show up next time I nuke this stream. Yeah, as I said, I'll probably be dual streaming to Reverse to Twitch, just in case this happens again. And then that way I can just transfer the Twitch bot to YouTube later. And it's less of an issue than, trying to fix the YouTube stream. But we'll see how things go. And as I said, I'll think about the next event. As I said, I really didn't want to stream like reverse events. You know, my idea was to just stream main story chapters. But as you see with these ones, they're making the events kind of tied to the main story. So it's like, ugh. Why are they doing this? Why are they... See, even more proof that they have beers with Mika once a week. Because which other game does that? All Mika games. But yeah, as I said, I'll think about the next one. It's just because I kind of want to, because I heard good things about it and I'm kind of hyped for it. But also I'm like, I want to stream other things. You know, I need to finish Sonic Generations. See if I can start Split Fiction with Maple. Which I don't like. I prefer the All Reverse 1999 main story events. I honestly don't mind that much. Except for the fact that, you know, the events are not readily available. So like if you miss it and you get into the game later, you know, you missed it and you're missing context. Like if they added them like right away, you're like very soon after, I wouldn't mind that much. But what I don't really like is like, you know, since I don't stream everything, what really gets me is the not knowing. So like, you know, every time there's an event, I'm like, will this event be relevant to the story or not? I don't know. So I kind of wish they would at least say that. I'll be like, hey, you know, this is like a main story event kind of thing. Because, I mean, at least Mika used to do that. Now with Gears of War Online 2, they're kind of throwing that out the window. But Mika used to do that, you know, because it has the distinction between like events, seasonal events, and major events. And major events were the main story ones. The other events were like whatever. Now with Gears of War Online 2, they kind of threw that out the window, which also has been like, why won't you make the character events story relevant, Mika? Mika, when I get you. But yeah, what I don't like with Reverse is that they're kind of rushing because they want to be like one patch behind the Chinese server. So they're kind of rushing all the events. So, you know, instead of lasting like, and they're shortening them a lot. Like this event, it has like only like a week left already. Where before they will last like a month or so. Now they last like 3 weeks maybe. They want us straight to Argentina, yeah. They're shooting us straight into Tierra del Fuego. Also, please don't rush it too much because I kind of want to read the books from where they took inspiration. Or at least they took inspiration for the title, you know, so like I'm curious. All the characters that survey Frankfurt are relevant now. Yeah, originally it's 6 weeks, but we got 5 weeks, now it's 4 weeks. You know, that is a big downsize of event time for going, you know, 2 weeks less. Like, you know, and now I missed a week of streaming, and I'm risking being left behind by the times. So yeah, I might. I said I kind of want to stream the China event we're getting next, But I don't know if I will, because apparently it's not that story relevant. It just kind of... I think it connects to the Uluru games at some point. But like, I don't think I've streamed anything related to the Uluru games anyway. Since they kind of have like its own storyline kind of thing. But yeah, I might not do it just because I said I wanna stream other things. I wanna finish Sonic Generations to continue streaming other stuff. But yeah, what will be a definite thing for now is that I'll be dual streaming Reverse 1999 in case of issues. From now on. Until they fix the thing. Or maybe I just continue dual streaming if my computer can handle it. Because why not? We'll see how things go. But yeah, for now, I am gonna go. Stay tuned, as I said, if you didn't see on Twitter. I was gonna make a YouTube post, but I forgot. Just in case you didn't see on Twitter, maybe you don't follow me on Twitter, maybe you don't have Twitter. There's no schedule for this week because I'm not entirely sure what I'll do. I'm not entirely sure how many days I'll stream, since, you know, my sister might be getting some days off. So I might just use those days to rest instead of streaming. As I said, I might do an exception now with the Reverse event, so maybe I'll stream on Thursday. I wasn't planning to, but I'm like, maybe I should. But yeah, so basically stay tuned to Twitter, and I'll remember to post on YouTube for next time too. Next time I'll decide to stream, so stay tuned for YouTube posts and Twitter. Yeah, I'm basically winging it this week. So stay tuned. There's also notifications on Discord, so remember that. Thank you guys for coming. Hope you enjoyed despite all the issues. And I'll see you whenever I see you next. Remember to stay safe, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves. And I'll see you around. So bye bye.